I originally mooted an idea for April Fool's Day to make a video called I Love Fortnite, pretending to start a series on that, but I realised that that would be in taste so bad that it could not be morally justified by even the best of debaters. So I left that be and left April Fool's be. But nee worry, as the title would suggest, sort of grammatically oddly, April fooled me, which is both sort of clunky and partly untrue. It's mostly true, but actually the problems started in late March as well, but we'll count it as April for the wordplay, shall we say. Essentially, things have not been going especially well, but before that, let's bring in some other games that I'd usually put in an other games video, but as nobody would watch that, and this isn't being sponsored in any way, I'm going to lump them together. First, and on reflection only in isolation other game bit that isn't attached to a problem, Boom Beach. That's had an update recently and I hadn't been on it for like years. I went back to it before the update actually, and the update doesn't really interest me that much, but they added some great new things, like things that get rid of the little autonomous little bases that aren't real people and don't give you many resources, so that's good. It's all really rather good. I'm not sure anybody really cares. Anyway, if any one of you happens to still be playing Boom Beach, here's our task force. It's got DJ and I in it at the moment. We'll expand it if particularly many of you are interested.
I'd just like to briefly explain the reason that my headquarters is at the very front of my base, and that is out of a general wish to promote as much pleasure as possible. As a utilitarian, that's generally the idea. And basically, people can come and take whatever resources they are allocated as easy as it can be made possible. They're probably likely to be able to beat the base anyway, so why not just make the process easier and more time efficient for them? I think really that's a rather nice example to follow.
Here is a little bit of footage, the one bit of footage, bit more on that later, that I ever managed to record of one of my Formula 1 games. I don't know if you remember me a long time ago saying, oh, I was playing on my PlayStation a bit, and I was like, oh, crikey, mate, I'd really like to make a video on one of my Formula 1 games, mate. Would you like that? Should I get an Elgato, mate? Well, essentially, people said, yes, mate, make sure you do get an Elgato, mate. And so I did. But unfortunately, it's a terrible piece of technology, really. I was watching a Chawsey video. Chawsey says they're bad as well. And, you know, when Chawsey says something, you know that it's true. It is not very usable, let's put it that way. And David can be definitely testament to this because I have required their help for quite a long time. The Elgato does not work if you just get it like that. I mean, you need to plug it into a computer, you need to download software for it, you need to have all your wires in exactly the right place. And by all your wires, I mean all your wires. It is purely horrendous, the amount of wires that you need for that flipping thing. About 100 HDMI cables all higgledy-piggledy all over, so you have no physical room to move about because your whole life has been swamped by HDMI cables. And then you find that you haven't got the right cables. Actually, that is not the Elgato's fault. Next thing, not the right cables, sort of. The Sony PlayStation 3, Sony, the purveyors of I don't care about you, I'm going to make your life difficult, as you'll come to see a bit more, have essentially, with the PlayStation 3, which is all I have because I'm not rich, basically banned people from using an Elgato on it because they have a stupid HDCP or one of those acronyms that stops you from doing physically anything but yet doesn't actually stop people from doing what they set out to stop people from doing, David informed me, and that would be, for example, recording films off of it. People could still do that if they wanted to, but it just stops you recording games. So we had to spend what was pretty much a month searching for an HDMI splitter that was an HDMI decoder or an HDCP compoder or a diddly-do, or a dip-dab-dob, or something like that. In any case, it took multiple failed attempts, and is now still failed, actually. In fact, after we finally got an attempt that worked, it broke soon after that. It has been a terrible, terrible experience, and the Elgato is essentially useless, unless you want to see a Mario Kart Wii U series. Quite specific, but that's the one purpose it can fulfill. So, as much research as I tried to do around it, it seems that the Elgato has nonetheless been a waste of money. So apart from that and the whole palaver around that, which ultimately ended in absolutely almost nothing achieved, well, let's show you the one thing that was achieved, this tiny segment of recording before the next time I tried to record. I found that a plug that needed to be plugged in to activate the splitter, I'm sorry, why do you need a power source for an HDMI splitter, didn't work anymore. So really, honestly, this is the one thing it could possibly record.
I'm a good driver, you'll see. Oh. Absolute king of the roads. Why am I an 8th? Oh no. What's going on? Oh no. Oh! Change down. Oh! What a surprisingly small amount of grip for a Formula 1 car. Oh! Sorry, mate. Oh no. What is the point of first gear if it... Oh no. Change down to second gear. Oh, that is... I could, use this sliding to my advantage. I'll get back to you on that. Okay, this time I've still got my manual gears like a proper man, but this time I've got suggested gears. So I was right to be in second gear. That's fantastic. Let's... Why are you not suggesting it now? Oh, no. I've had an idea. No one will know. Oh, goodness me. That is silly. I'm gonna... Oh. We've made it! Oh, I can rescue it. It's fine. Okay, this time, traction control is on, because that was unmanageable, and I cannot believe that a Formula 1 car is ever like driving that way. However, we still have manual gears. I don't think it likes fourth very much. I was a bit preemptive there. Ah! We made it. We made it through the corner, which is remarkable. Down. Down a bit less than that. Oh no! Don't do that. Last of the late breakers is me. Didn't even get told off for that. Oh! Eat that, Kimmy! Oh no. No, don't do that. Right, Kimmy. I'm afraid, my chap, you're getting overtaken. We might have a chance at this person here. Ooh! Oh no, don't anymore. No! Oh, that's sad. Sorry, Kimmy. Oh, that backfired. They've thought of everything, haven't they? Ah! Oh, fine. Ambitious. Oh! No. Yes. That was still worse. Oh! Look at that! It's recommended me hard difficulty. What game in existence has ever suggested that for me? Oh, this will be easy then. Although quite markedly difficult on that apex. Oh, look at the superior braking power of your boy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, gutting. I'm still ahead of him. You sucker! Oh no, it's another lap. Bit of power sliding never hurt anyone. He's nowhere to be seen. Eat that.
So after this, I thought, fantastic. When the Formula 1 season starts, and yes, this is that long ago, I'm going to do a career mode in this game and do Grand Prix along with the ones on the real television, or more accurately, the real Sky, because they brought off a monopoly of it, and that should really be illegal. Their contract should be rescinded, and I could do a whole different video on that, but I'm sure nobody actually cares. Anyway, that was my plan, and I wanted to do that. It was going to be fantastic. And then I was doing a little bit of practice stuff, I think it was, just to get my eye in before I record it. And then the thing I was talking about, the plug that is for some reason needed stopped working. There was no power going to the splitter. It could have been the splitter that failed. Let's not apportion blame to one thing specifically. Let's actually recognise the fact that it could be the whole setup that's completely sodded. Because, well, sod the whole thing entirely. Using sod very deliberately is a sort of inoffensive word, but feel much more angry about it. Then I had no way of recording any Formula 1 or anything like that at all anymore, unless I wanted to record Mario Kart 8. I mean, I can still do that. And so I thought, well, that's great. I'll just play the game, I guess. Just not recording it. I still enjoy it, so let's do that. Except atop the end of the Bahrain Grand Prix, the second of the Grand Prix, I finished the race in first place, yeah boy. And my parade lap at the end seemed to last longer than it usually does. You don't go around the circuit a full time in this game after winning. I thought, maybe it's different. I haven't won in career mode before, and so maybe that's why. But it reached the end of the lap after we'd finished, and then it went round again. And it just kept driving around the circuit very slowly. And then I thought, oh no, I'm going to press the buttons to try and exit this menu. Presses all of the buttons. Button. R1, R2, L2, L3, L54, XY, massive 3D octagon shape. All of the buttons, including the ones you only get on steering wheels, right? All of them. Nothing happens. I go to exit the game. Oh dear, I think. My Bahrain Grand Prix could have been wiped from the memory and I'd have to do it again. Oh well, it was only quarter distance. Shouldn't be too much trouble. I won fairly easily. Tries to go back into game, except the game doesn't appear. It's not there. I take the disc out. Put the disc back in. Not there. Try another game. Put the disc in. Not there. And so, eventually we find that the PlayStation does not recognise a single disc that I have. Completely on its own demerit, because it just did that. I was playing a game and it suddenly decided to have a hissy fit and stop working. And that was, I kid you not, the end of it. Kasplut, kaput, gone, dead. I made an effort to contact PlayStation, and the cheeky sod said, that'll be 110 quid. And I said, no, it will not be 110 quid. Please tell your superiors that I'm deeply disappointed by your policy, and good day to you. I always had a good day, because it's nice to respect people, and to be fair, the person I was talking to was not the author of their terrible and unfriendly policy. He was quite nice. It was a nice conversation, but ultimately a huge failure. I now had my one PlayStation of ye old, broken and unable to be fixed because Sony don't care about you. I tried a system reset. Here are some clips of that. I've actually got clips now. I don't know what I would have done in the rest of the video. Maybe just a black screen with my It's Not a Furry avatar on it. But I tried wiping the system. I made an entire new me, so that got rid of all the accounts and progress I possibly had. Bit of a nuclear option. Oh well, it might work. No, it didn't. It still doesn't recognise anything. It is completely kaput. Thank you very much, Sony. Brackets, sod you. Unfortunately, the difficulty with certain companies does not stop there. In fact, as you may be aware of, Twitch. I mean, I know you're probably aware of Twitch, but are you aware of my issue with Twitch? Well, I started streaming a bit on Twitch after we were on D Live, which was the thing that people approached me about on the business email, and there were lemons, and I earned a tiny bit of money off of it, but it was all blockchain, I didn't understand it, and cryptocurrency, and that's weird, and it was fine, but it also wasn't fine, and nobody liked it, but I liked it, but actually nobody liked it. Anyway, after that, went on Twitch for a bit, and I fulfilled the requirements to get affiliate. I mean, you'd think I would. With over 50,000 subscribers, we managed to average 3 viewers, let's go. And so I managed that, and it's welcome, Regit, to the affiliate onboarding. Tar chaps, that's very nice of you. Thank you for welcoming me onto your affiliate onboarding. What do I need to do? Fill out this information, your tax and all of that. That's alright, I'll just look up what I need to do. That strange American tin thing is the national insurance number, that's fine. Put that all in, bish bash bosh, lovely. Tax information accepted, personal information accepted, and personal information they still probably got, so, that's nice to know that they can take all your security details but then don't help you afterwards. The process got stuck after I'd put the tax information in, which had been approved. If it had been disapproved, it would have made sense, but no. It said, after that, payment method, but it didn't allow me to put in a payment method. It just said, under review, immediately, even though I had put no payment method in to be under review. And since then, I've restarted the process and done it all several times, and it remains to be exactly the same, in that you put nothing in, or by the time you try and put something in, or actually there is nowhere to put anything in, you click a button and then it goes bleh, under review, even though there's nothing that's under review. So I contact Twitch support about this. 11 days later, they didn't care. We can't help you during the affiliate onboarding process, they say. I'm like, well, that's jolly nice, Twitch chaps, but actually, this is your terrible software, /website, /whatever computer term you want to use, I don't really care, that doesn't work. This is your responsibility, not mine. Please help me sort this out. Well, actually, I don't really care, actually. Can you actually please help? This is the problem. It's not something that's been my mistake. I've been on different browsers, got rid of caches and all of that rubbish, and tried it again. It reaches exactly the same problem with your website, not with my putting in. I know how bad I am with technology, but this, for once, is not actually my fault. I have done everything I've been told to do by the book, just like cooking in Lazytown, and that didn't go this wrong, did it? Oh, well, you must be doing something wrong because we're absolutely free of fault. Oh, no, it must be you. That's not very helpful, Twitch support. You know what, if you're not going to help me, please put me in touch with someone high up at Twitch. Bear in mind I asked them this after I'd asked around the server if anyone knew how to contact these people, because, I didn't know, but maybe if someone did, I could email them directly. But no, please can you put me in touch with someone high up so I can actually try and get this complaint addressed, because you are not helping. Thank you, please, kind regards. No reply after that. And believe me, I drafted and redrafted the email to make it as polite as possible. Being rude to them was not an issue. And so there it stood. Twitch not giving one, as people say. They just did not care. And so for that reason, I'm sort of boycotting Twitch in that I won't be streaming there again until this situation is resolved. Do I think it'll be resolved? Probably not. No, I tried it once again under the suggestion of someone I was talking to about this. Not from Twitch, just someone who I guess knew a little bit about this sort of thing. Give them a fortnight to come back to you. But just like Fortnite, it was bad. That didn't really work. But the point is, they haven't come back. They don't care. They just sodded off and left me there to have some form of failing Twitch. So thank you so much for that. And then that was that. So now I'm going to go onto YouTube. And Avi of Evix was helping me work out how to do Streamlabs on a Mac. Because it's a Windows software, but you can get a kind of a code thing that's made out of options you choose and then put it as like a web source in OBS. So I'm working on that. And that should, I don't know, I'll have to ask and refresh, factor in a sort of donation system if I can get a PayPal with it. So hopefully I can avoid Super Chat that takes 99.45% of your money or whatever it is for YouTube. and have a proper donation system if you want to donate to it. But that's a work in progress. I will continue to ask people about that. People give me advice if you know about that sort of thing and how to attach payment methods to Streamlabs, or even if I'm doing the right thing and if it will work using it as a browser source when streaming on YouTube. Because either way, I'm not going back to Twitch. We are the arbiters of these companies to some extent when there's no outside force to regulate them in this case, and so it is my responsibility to boycott them when they are being useless and unhelpful. Those are the things so far. I mean, it hasn't been going too well, has it? In any case then, that'll do it. Flippin' heck, I've been talking for longer than I thought I would be. I guess I shall see you soon. And ultimately, if you have any questions or remarks to talk to me about, hopefully I'll be rather unlike Twitch support and actually talk to you and engage with you about what you're talking about instead of completely ignoring you. Unless you say, Regit, pin this. Oh ho, fantastic. See you all later. Have a considerably nicer day than times have been recently for me. I bid you goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed.